boys and girls. Sorry I can't be with you today at school, but I thought instead that I could read you a book. You know how we've been talking about our listening skills? Well, today I have a special book called The Listening Walk, and I decided to come outside and read the book since this is a book that's about being outside. It's called The Listening Walk. I like to take walks. I take walks with my father and our dog. Our dog is called Major. He is an old dog and he does not walk very fast. Yeah, he looks like he's walking slowly, doesn't he? We go down the street and we do not talk. My father puts his hand in his pockets and thinks. Major walks ahead and sniffs. I keep still and I listen. I call this a listening walk. On a listening walk, I do not talk. I listen to all the different sounds. I hear many different sounds when I do not talk. First, I hear Major's toenails on the sidewalk. Major has long toenails. When he walks, his toenails scratch the sidewalk. They go twick, 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 twick. And I hear my father's shoes on the sidewalks. My father walks slowly, and his shoes go dip up, dip up, dip up, dip up. And I can't hear my shoes. I wear sneakers. I bet you've heard your shoes before when you're walking. I hear all sorts of sounds on a listening walk. I listen to sounds I've never listened to before. I listen to lawnmowers. Lawnmowers are really noisy. A lawnmower makes a steady zooming noise and it goes like this. Zoom, zoom. I like to listen to lawn sprinklers. Lawn sprinklers are very quiet. They make different sounds. Some sprinklers make a steady whispering sound like this. Other sprinklers turn around and around and they go like this. Whisk, 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 whisk. Looks like fun. She's getting a little wet in that sprinkler. On a listening walk, I hear cars in the street. The not shiny new cars are quiet. They make only a soft hmm. But old cars are very noisy. Old cars sound like this. And when cars go around the corner, they go fast and they go woo. When cars stop quickly, they brake and they go ee. See all the sounds she's hearing while she's on her listening walk? On a listening walk, I hear all kinds of sounds. I hear the ringing of a bicycle bell, ding, 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 and a crying baby going wah, wah, wah. And a jet flies over. Jets are very noisy when they're overhead. A jet goes, ayoo, and a boy runs by dribbling his basketball. Bump, 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 bump. And a lady hurries by us. She's wearing high heels. And the lady's high heels go bick, back, bick, back, bick, back. And a bus is coming and the lady starts running and it goes bick, 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 bick. And the bus stops at the corner. And the lady gets on and it starts up again and it goes whoosh. All sorts of noises. And around the corner, men are digging up the street. They are using a jackhammer. It makes loud banging sounds. Duck, 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 duck. And the jackhammer hurts my ears, so I put my hands over my ears as well as I walk by. Duck, 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 duck. It's really loud. And sometimes my father and I take Major to the park. It's quiet there. The sounds in the park are not loud like the noises on the street. My father and I walk down a shady path. I do not talk. I listen. I listen to my father's shoes on the path. They make a soft sound. They go. And I listen to the birds in the park. And I listen to the pigeons and the ducks. The pigeons fly down to meet us. They want us to feed them. The pigeons puff up their feathers. They take little tiny steps. They come towards us, nodding their heads, and they say, pooh, pooh, Pooh. And look at, she's feeding them. And at the pond, the ducks are waiting. They want us to feed them too. The small ducks swim up close, and the small ducks swim up close. They turn their heads on one side and look up at us. The small ducks waggle their tails and quack. They say, "Gank, gank, 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 gank." The big ducks are not so brave. They stay back and they swim around in circles. The big ducks look at us, but they do not come close. The big ducks say, "Gang, gang, gang." Sometimes I hear a woodpecker in the park. The woodpecker sounds like a little hammer. It goes rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. And in the park I hear crickets in the grass. The crickets go creak, 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 creak. And I hear the wind in the leaves and it whispers, shh. Yeah, I hear bees in the flowers, buzz. And it's fun to go on a listen walk. You do not have to go so far. You can walk around the block and listen. You can walk around your yard and listen. They did take a nice long walk, didn't they? They had the city and the park. You do not even have to take a walk to hear sounds. There are sounds everywhere all the time. All you have to do is keep still and listen. Right now, there are sounds you can hear. When you finish this page, we're going to close the book, and I want you to sit still and see what sounds you hear. So let's close it, and let's sit still and listen. I'm outside, and you know what I hear out here? I hear some birds chirping, and, I just heard, must have been a train that went by farther away because I could hear the sound of a train. And I just heard a little kitty meow. So stop in the classroom right now and you guys just take a second and listen and see what you can hear. I hope you like the book and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.